out there. But I want to talk about this real quick, Sam, man. 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, went in on Oprah. And I think this was a real brilliant thing that he said, because I think we were talking. Yeah, we were. It was yesterday we were talking about, that. So he put, I don't understand why Oprah is going in on black men. No Harvey Weinstein, no Epstein, just Michael Jackson's and Russell Simmons. This shit is sad. Gail hit R. Kelly with the Death Blow documentary. I'm gonna skip this part right here. I don't want to say what he said.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But he put, these documentaries are publicly convicting their targets. It makes them guilty till proven innocent. Now, before I let you go in, Sam, man, I gotta say, when I was reading through this while you were talking a few minutes ago, I'm glad that people that, especially 50 Cent, somebody of his stature, is speaking up and saying this, because a lot of times when it comes from people, from bloggers and things like that, they kind of don't take us as serious and say, oh, y'all just complaining this, that. Yep. But no, somebody who's in the industries, who's around these people, who's a mogul now, doing his own thing, a businessman, is speaking out, condemning Oprah Winfrey, man. What are your thoughts on this, Sam, man?
Shout out to 50. I'm glad that he did it. I'm glad that he used his platform to highlight a situation that we've been highlighting, that we talked about yesterday. It was very confusing to us why. Okay, Russell Simmons could have done what he'd done. No one's justifying or condoning it. But Oprah in particular, taking it upon herself to do this again to another
it's crazy
black entertainer, when there's so many other entertainers out here alleged with such more egregious crimes, in particular somebody that you hold near and dear, Harvey Weinstein, and there's no money being funded to that. We've seen that Gail King, with R. Kelly, just seeing that whole ordeal, and we've seen the Michael Jackson thing, and we've seen all of it through 2019, and no one's justifying anything, but it's just like, when are you going to hold some of them accountable?
Right.
And I'm glad that he brought it to people's attention. Where it goes, who knows? But like you said, I'm glad that somebody closely related to the culture and to the club came out and used his platform to speak against it. It was dope.
Yeah, because it's like at the end of the day, it's like we kind of hit on this point yesterday, but you're taking, it depends. Like somebody like Oprah or Gail King, like they are, the top, for black women media. It don't really get no higher than that. Respected and all that. They did a lot of things, giveaways, and people respect them. For them to show that public demonstration, what 50 Cent said, and you put this documentary out there off of just allegations, people think that it's true, that it actually went down. The same thing with the Michael Jackson. And we interviewed Brandy, and what was the other guy's name? Taj, right?
Yep.
We interviewed them, and they talk about the power of the media and these big people like Oprah and stuff stepping in these positions, almost to act as, you're like, all right, yeah, we the same people, but we're going to go out and put this out there and use our platform, and our audience to convince these people that this actually happened. Mm-hmm. It's a pattern, and you will ask yourself, like somebody like Harvey Weinstein, who just made a settlement for like $20 million, how come you don't see, movies on that, or even other things? There's so many other people that you think that you would see these people want to go after to even the playing field, but you don't see it, and you dang sure don't see their people doing it to them, like you said yesterday. You don't see it.
Hell no.
It's a pattern, and it's sick, Sam, man. It's sick.
It's very sick. Shout out to 50 Cent for using his platform to go ahead and speak against it. Who knows what's going to happen out of it, man. Oprah's going to continue to do her thing. She's a damn billionaire.
Right.
And it is what it is, man.
Definitely. So, rapid fire real quick, Sam, man, I want to ask you about this. NBA YoungBoy today was released off of probation. Now, we did a lot of stories on NBA YoungBoy over the last, year and a half, man. And I know that's one of your two that you rock out with real heavy. What do you think about that news dropping earlier today?
He should be counting his blessings like a mug, because to be off of probation this quick, don't ever get back on there. He is a kid that is very talented. The young kids love him out there in Louisiana. They love him everywhere out here. He's real popular and shit like that.
Right.
But he is a knucklehead and does a lot of things that can get him in trouble. We see what Kodak Black is finding himself in right now. You see what a lot of the rappers out here are sitting behind bars for. I seen something that came on air, right? We'll talk behind the scenes. I don't know how much weight is behind that, but just certain people in situations that they don't want to be in because of just knuckleheaded decisions and things like that. So hopefully you could stay out of the police precinct and out of their hairs and out of their crossfires and continue to have a great career, man.
Yeah, definitely. Got this one for you, Sam, man. Fat Joe sat down with Wendy Williams, man, and he admitted that he actually used to smoke crack. I'm gonna play this quick clip real quick. I don't know if you've seen this joint. Let me see.
Did you know Juice WRLD? Well, I met him one time. He was a beautiful. I only met him one time. He was such a beautiful kid. He was so respectful when I met him, and I was just like, "Yo, this is a real good kid, man." Yeah. So rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
The lyrics,
but they gotta stop. So what happens is this: when we was younger, we would go smoke crack, right? Mm-hmm. But you knew you was copying rock.
Hey.
I got too real.
Yeah, let me see if this finishes it.
Okay. Did you know Juice WRLD? I met him one time. He was a beautiful. I only met him one time. He was such a beautiful kid. He was so respectful when I met him, and I was just like, "Yo, this is a real good kid, man." Yeah. So rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
The lyrics,
but they gotta stop. So what happens is this: when we was younger, we would go smoke crack, right? Mm-hmm. But you knew you was copying rock.
All right. Well, I guess there's a little bit more context to that. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean,
we used to smoke crack.
You used to hear about them lacing the joints and doing all that stuff. I mean, I've heard all kind of stories and things like that. So when you first said it, I was like, Joey Crack. Oh God, it's all coming together.
Damn.
Nah, man. But Fat Joe was a legend, man, and I'm glad that's another brother. And I heard he had a podcast. I hope that he shuts that down ASAP and just give stories to people, to interviewers, man, and be the interviewee. Right. And give these kind of stories in this context. We lost a brother in Juice WRLD a couple of days ago. His funeral was today. Tragic loss. Yeah, it was today up. And because of this epidemic, and before the pill epidemic, there was the crack epidemic in the 80s and early 90s. And in the inner cities and New York being so close to us in Philly, we know that those places were hit very, very hard.
Oh, yeah.
Him being in the Bronx, it doesn't surprise me. I'm glad that he found his way up out of there. And man, crazy ass story.
Yeah. One more before we get out of here today, Sam, man. Waka Flocka believes that Andre 3000 can out rap Eminem. He definitely welcomes debate on that. What are your thoughts on that?
Waka Flocka, man. Shout out to you. Much respect to you, but you ain't saying anything crazy, brother.
Nah, that's real.
I'm gonna respectfully say, yeah, no shit. I think that's pretty much.
It'd be a good battle, but well, I don't know.
Nah, I think that honestly, because I think Andre, as soon as he came out with his verse, I think it would be just so overwhelmingly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would shut it down. Yeah. And Eminem would admit it. Ain't nobody fucking with Stacks. What would you? I mean, Andre's in my top 5, easy.
A lot of people, the criticism with Eminem is they was like, why is he going at Nick? Like, why don't he ever go after somebody else that came at him like that could really get it in? So again, another thing, like we hear stories about Eminem battle rap and we seen 8 Mile, but who really knows like if he could really get it in? You know what I mean? Really like that.
I know a lot of people that have personally seen him get it in on levels of calibers of talent, things like that. But are we going to know any of the names? Probably not. You got to be in Detroit. You got to be in that era to probably know some of the people that he went against.
Right.
Anybody in the industry? Not really. He's poked his fun at celebrities. He's poked his fun at little pop star, bubblegum type talent, things like
Machine
that.
Gun Kelly.
You know what I mean? Machine Gun Kelly. And people debate that. Hey, his man Game.
Yeah.
Somebody that said that Eminem would destroy anybody. Said that MGK slightly won that. We had our debate about it. Great battle. Whoever you got. Nick Cannon is saying that he won the battle. I mean, he's getting shredded on Twitter and things like that. Are you buying?
I don't even care no more, to be honest.
I'm done with it too.
I cared a little bit that day, and then after that, I was like,
it was done.
Yeah,
and I think the people in place didn't care either. I don't think the people, it was just like, whatever, man. It's some clown shit is over.
Yeah, man, definitely. But episode 280 is in the books. I hope that everybody enjoyed this podcast today. We always ask people and encourage people to hit the 5-star rating before you get out of here. Subscribe to the podcast. And if you get a chance, leave a comment. I was going to ask you to read the comments, you know what I'm saying? But leave a comment, for the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Let us know what you like about the podcast, man. That's all I got on my side today, Sam, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all have fun. Have a safe weekend, man. And we may be tired of the Eminem, Nick Cannon beef, but the people on the podcast are not. Those are doing great numbers. That I believe that was episode 276 earlier in the week of the podcast. Appreciate all of y'all that are still watching and listening to the content. Keep sharing it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe to the podcast. Like I said, enjoy y'all weekend. We'll be back on Monday for episode 281. Sam Ant, Viral Hip Hop News. Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together we are the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.